And we're back. Might as well call us Rocket Power because we don't smoke Reggie and we keep these clips coming on fully auto here at JP25 Media. I am the Husky Hustler, Fat Face Fabio. The T.O. who's known to tiptoe around these hoes like I got turf toe. Shouts to K. Furco. Dunzo. And with me as always,
it's your boy, Trake, a.k.a. Sometimes Guy, a.k.a. London Dripton. And we got the man behind the scenes, the Sultan of Single, the walk-on wizard, and honestly, the only reason why anything productive happens here, your boy, Jay Palais.
And last but not least, the only people who know the budget are extra hands who keep a backup plan but do not need a man. Our guest audience. Can we get off ourselves? And this is The Young and the Washed.
All right, so lead off our next segment, the walk-on wizard, JP. He's going to toss in our next subject, and we're going to get to discussing. Throw it, baby. Cash. Just like Steel Canyon. Let's go.
And my scars remind me.
They do. So this next segment is going to be the most to gain and lose in the NBA bubble, teams and players. Zoe, would you like to start us off?
I think the most to lose. It's not a team or a player, but I think it is a factor. The Memphis Grizzlies head coach.
Agreed.
I can't remember his name off top, and be honest with
Taylor.
you. Okay, there we go. But I feel like he has one of the most things to lose because his superstars are all young, and they might just clear house early if it don't work because they pissed it away a little bit, and they bring in who they want. Because we've seen in basketball, they do that a lot. It's like, okay, you might have been cool the first 2 years. No, Vinny Del Negro in.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. They were on my list as well, the Grizzlies, just because of they were A seed and they're 0-4 in the bubble right now. So I definitely think that they have something to lose, even though I don't think they'll clear house just because they're so young. But they definitely, there's something's going on over there right now.
I just feel like we've seen it before. It wouldn't surprise me, I should say, maybe.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great.
Who do you have first on your list?
For me, let's see. Are we going lose or gain first? You said lose. You said lose.
Yeah, I
so
said lose.
I hate to say it because I am one of the most biased when it comes to this subject, but unfortunately, LeBron James. I think LeBron James has a lot to lose just because of his legacy. And this is another, he has a good team, AD. If he doesn't win, then of course all the LeBron haters are going to come to flocking to me and talk that ish about how he's not a winner. But, I think he has a lot to lose.
I think that makes sense. Next on my list, I'm going to be honest with you, I have his teammate. I think Anthony Davis hasn't shown us really what he does in the playoffs. He got swept by the Warriors. Granted, it was a good 4 games. It was a while back, though. The Pelicans sweep the Blazers 3 years ago. But we contribute that to playoff Rondo, to be honest with you. And I think AD gets hurt at one point during the series, or he missed a game or two, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like he's young, and he has legacy to go. But I feel like if LeBron James has the slightly off playoff, but Anthony Davis also doesn't show up, we're gonna look back and be like, we spent the house on you. They did. And we didn't make playoffs last year. Yeah. We sent B.I. away, who's hooping. Oh. And it's like, you need to show up. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I think the thing is, we expect...
They're connected. I mean, they're going to feed off of each other to see who's going to...
I think even more than that, Laker fans expect results immediately.
They do. It's unfortunate.
Their sports love...
They're
not a longevity love. They're microwave. The second you come, we fuck with you, but the second you lose, we want you the fuck out of here.
That's true. I think AD will put up numbers. I really do. He's getting off lately, so no reason why he's not.
Do you have anyone else on your list?
Yes, the one Giannis. I can't ever say his full name. Of course, I'm just gonna say Giannis in this show, so I do apologize. But yes, I think he has a lot to lose because everyone, no homo, sucks him off as if he's already done things in the playoffs. People treat him as if he's done things that LeBron and Kawhi have already done, and that hasn't been done. So until I see that, I'm not riding that bandwagon, or until he can actually shoot outside 15 feet. I'm not here for it.
He has to show me that he is a basketball player and not an athlete.
Okay, I like that.
That's what I need.
In James Harden's words, all he does is just dribble and dunk.
And he's going to be part of another segment for us also. But he has to show me more. And I know the numbers would suggest that that's blasphemous to say. Of course. But the eye test, we're not astonished by the freaking.
I'm not.
I need results.
He got bounced by, was it the Celtics or was it the Raptors? I forgot in the playoff series. But like I said, he hasn't done anything yet for me to do that. So I can do that.
On my most to lose list, I'm pretty sure this rounds off my most to lose.
Okay.
I have Portland as a whole.
I was gonna put that. I have the Rockets as a whole.
Yeah, because I feel like this. Dame was just in the Western Conference Finals.
Facts.
We've seen them start off slow numerous times.
Yeah.
And they always squeeze in. Like, they have a great coach. I feel like he does a lot. Like, we saw that like a whole summer they shipped out.
Great talent.
They shipped out Nick Batum, Wesley Matthews, and LaMarcus Aldridge all in one summer, and they still made playoffs. Like he coaches his ass off. He doesn't get the credit for it. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you've been cutting it close a lot.
I know they had a lot of injuries. They're two big guys. They get injured. That's why they kind of rolling a little slow. But I do believe that Portland, for being as nice as they are and the talent they have, like I think they shouldn't be struggling for an AC when you went to the Western Conference Final.
And I get it. It's like it's just hard. I feel like because they do go through so much adversity every season. It's like every year someone's hurt or someone just left. But at one point, like kind of like when we talked about DeAndre Hopkins a couple episodes ago. I just need results.
Yeah.
At some point
you need it. You need dubs.
Like, everyone has to overcome something. You know, like, there's always going to be an obstacle in front of you. That's why we love sports. We love the story of the triumph. But, like, I can't make excuses for you 9 summers in. I love Dame. I love that whole roster. But it's just, I'm not with it anymore. Like,
that's how I feel about the Rockets. And that's how I feel about the Rockets. They always get there. You know, James Harden right now is balling. I'm probably going to talk about him in a segment, you know, come up here as well. But yeah, no, they need to do something. They got Westbrook. They still got Capella, Tucker. They got shooters. I mean, something just needs to happen here.
I feel you on that. All right. And to the other half of it, who do you think has the most to gain?
Just because I was talking about him, you know, I'm going to go at the moment with James Harden as well. James Harden is balling. He just beat the Bucks. They were down 12 in the fourth. He showed that he could do something in the fourth quarter. You know, I think that if he comes out and actually performs in playoffs, I think that could help change his legacy in the NBA.
And, you know, normally I would say that, like, you can do both, but I do think it's like this is a make or break moment kind of
history. I think so.
And it sucks that it's in a bubble. But you know what? People always talk about his focus, which I feel like he plays well enough that maybe like the focus shouldn't be an issue. Maybe like if he was more focused, it would get him over the hump. But I don't think
strippers help.
Like he's not as focused, you know what I mean?
It's a proven formula.
You know, but maybe like this little seclusion helps him a little bit, or it hurts. Maybe he's off his mojo. You know what I mean? I have Kristaps Porzingis, and it's not as like a Mavs homer. I just feel like this is the first time he's seen playoffs. Okay. Or actually, first time he's seen playoffs. He's been getting buckets.
We've been talking about that.
He was on a real hot streak before the bubble ended. I think he had the best month of February in the league. Something they said. And now he's going to be here. He's probably even healed up a little bit more. He looks like he got real big. He looks like he's toned down a little bit more. Looks a little bit more comfortable. He's moving well. So I feel like usually I would say stopping someone in the middle of being hot hurts. But I think when he's coming off an injury and he just gets to focus on things, and it's like this, like he got paid off potential and talent, but like you gotta like this is the moment.
I would have baked on it. I mean, I would have taken the chance.
I called it a work the day he got traded. I already knew what time it was.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I was at the bar already. I got a beer right, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going back. Like it's over. But yeah, like I think he can do something. Like if the Mavs are good, I think it really fucks up the West for a while. Because I feel like they're a year and a half, 2 years ahead.
I think they're a solid 4 to 6 seed moving here forward for the rest of their times. I'd say.
I don't think 4, 5, or 6 right now, which I believe is Utah, the Rockets, and Denver.
No, I think Denver's up, or it might be the Thunder.
The Thunder? Mm-hmm. I don't think any of them want to see the Mavs. If Kristaps Porzingis is hooping,
I don't want to see Luka.
Yeah, like Luka's fine. We have to see. He's a rookie though, or he's a second year. It's gonna be the first time for either of them in the playoffs. Yeah. But he's young. But he's like performed on the stage. Nice. He's performed on the stage before to a certain degree in other countries. We ain't seen KP do that.
That's true.
So we don't know if there's a
crunch. So just like a segment, he's got a lot to gain.
Yeah, he has a lot to gain. And if he loses, and if he doesn't do well, we're gonna be like, oh, he was banged up. Like he has a cop out, so it works for him.
My next one for me, big time here, just who's been proving everybody wrong all year, is Chris Paul. Chris Paul's got a lot to. I know you hate him. I know you hate him.
You're right.
I am right though. Chris Paul has a lot to gain. If this man if he takes OKC past the first round, that's a dub. That's a dub for the season.
I'm mad because he got in the perfect position where if he made the playoffs, so he's already won. Mm-hmm. Even if he gets swept, we can't talk shit.
You can't.
And I'm so mad.
We thought OKC was a dumb trash coming into.
I think they were like some of them people had them in like 21 games.
That's what I'm saying, and he's just balling. He's nice. Just say it.
He dribbles the ball and the ball goes in and he passes it to people sometimes. He plays basketball. There we go.
Got it. Okay.
I have also. I just mean like. I'm not even.
Go ahead.
He's hooping right now, so I can't say anything.
I know.
Like, if you're hooping, I can't say anything. But it's just like
I love it.
What have you done for me lately? Like, he gets so many cop-outs.
Ball. Just who's your next
Hey, Chris Paul, I'm going to let you know, you're getting real close to Paul Pierce territory.
Oh.
Want you to know, real close. I have the Denver Nuggets.
As a whole?
Yeah.
Most of the game.
Most of the game. Because also kind of like the Chris Paul take and the KP idea, they have a cop-out. People are hurt right now. They have a freak of an attraction. Like, if they go out and they don't really go... Like, for some reason, if Bol gets to play in the playoffs, which I doubt he will.
I want to see
but
that,
he does, even if they lose, it's a moment. Like, this could be like...
That's true.
It's like a change.
Like a change in the
system. We're going to be like that moment you're just like, they lost by 8. Like, they lost by 8 to OKC in the first round, and they lose the series. But Bol averaged 11 points somehow.
Yeah.
It changes everything, because now you're just like... He will have like almost like a Dirkish effect on the situation. Like, oh, he's good now.
Yeah.
You can't do anything, and they got like.
I just think that they've been kind of good. I think they've been kind of good for a little while though. So I do think they need to start making moves now. Because if they lose in the first round this season, that's a down. That's a bad season. That's bad.
Exactly.
Regardless of Bobo or no Bobo, it's just Bobo.
Bobo. We don't get Bobo.
Okay, that was terrible. But yes.
All right. You tell us who has the most to gain and lose.
Bad answers only.
And heading into the next topic, I'm going to need the Sultan of Single to sling that bitch to me. And
what we got?
Further into the bubble, most overrated and underrated teams, players, and everything in between.
Anything in between.
Anything in between.
That's what he said.
Yeah. FitX.
Terrible.
Oh, I'll start this one off. I have I feel it's kind of a hot take.
Okay.
Yeah, like the take is overrated. The take is overrated.
Okay.
Kyle Lowry's not as bad as we say he is. We got to stop disrespecting him. I know it's fun. It's like when you call J. Cole boring, but like we give Nick Nurse all this credit, but then we gave Dwayne Casey all this credit. 2 coaches of the year. He's had both of them. But he's been the constant. Like I used to roast Kyle Lowry too, but this isn't the same little fat kid that was in Memphis and then on the Rockets. Like
that fat kid's balling now.
And like he showed, like, we love DeMar DeRozan, but we always shitted on Kyle Lowry for not showing up in the playoffs.
It's crazy how he got the ring.
But I think the thing is like this: if DeMar DeRozan was a little bit better, maybe Kyle Lowry could play with a little bit more freedom, like we saw in the finals. Like he had to hoop, and I know the Warriors were like a little broke down. But he had been playing freely like that all
almost a free chip. What do you mean?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. I think he hooped, but I think he was consistently hooping like that all those playoffs. You know what I mean?
He was hitting big threes. That was the thing that he was doing before that.
He was just so much. So I think that like the Kyle Lowry's trash take, that shit's overrated, man. That man's an all-star. I know he's goofy. He kind of got like the Kevin Durant hairline thing going and everything. I know it's fun to make fun of him because he's built like a McDonald's hash brown, but like it's really not. Like, he hoops. He looks like every little Old Navy dude at LA Fit, but the man is a bucket.
Yeah, he's getting buckets right now. So who's someone who's not as good, or they say that's better, that's overrated? So I got one off the top of my head.
That's overrated?
Eric Bledsoe. Eric Bledsoe is way over. I'd rather take Kyle Lowry than Eric Bledsoe any day. And Bledsoe just got that contract extension, so he just got paid to be on the best team, apparently the best team in the NBA, with the best player apparently in the NBA, and you do nothing. You're not only nothing, but like it's just you can't. I don't need those stat numbers. It's just terrible.
You're right. You're 100% right. It's just like me personally, like I remember Eric Bledsoe on the Clippers that first year when they had Chris Paul. It worked. It was beautiful. But I just never really thought that like he was that nice. I get it, but he wasn't that nice. Like it didn't like work like as well. Hey. Bottoms.
He learned that one from the walk-on wizard himself.
Yeah, I pulled up from 40 on that one. But yeah, like I get your point. I would say this: you like the idea that you're making is 100% right. I just think personally that like I've never seen it. I never had him rated that high, but obviously I'm in the minority because, like you said, he got paid. And people are fucking with him. I'm gonna be honest. I think we conflict about this one, kind of like the Lakers situation.
Okay.
I think overrated right now. Sorry to say it.
Talk to me.
Mike Conley, bro. I get it. He's a great guy. Like, we never talk about people's characters. I usually just body shame and shit on the show. But, like, he seems like a great guy. But can we be honest? Are they playing better than when they had Ricky Rubio?
Probably not. They're like the same seed, no?
like they technically upgraded. They went and got Mike Conley, and they stole a boy from Indiana, right? Bogdanovich
Yes.
He's not playing right now. He's hurt.
That man eats.
He eats, but also, is he that much better than Joe Ingles? Like, are we going to talk about this?
Yes, he is.
He's not.
He's better.
I feel like he's better. Are they more effective with him than when Joe Ingles is in?
I don't think they're using him correctly, but yeah.
Because I feel like when Mike Conley got hurt and they let Joe Ingles start at the point, that's when they hit that little streak and they were hooping. Mike Conley comes back and I get it, effort. Like he's like I wish my child would grow up to be Mike Conley. Seems like a great person.
It's just not the Memphis Mike Conley anymore. You know, that man was dropping 22 and 8 or 22 and 10. That man was nice. They came over thinking he was going to be the next step to like put him over because they were actually going to have a scoring point guard that can distribute as well. And it's just the mesh isn't working. You know.
Better question. Was he that nice in Memphis?
Yes, for multiple years. I mean, Jay Wiz, you want to come in on this one?
He was a debatable top 10 point guard in the league.
Debatable top 10? I take that.
He was always around the 10 spot.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
The most,
but that could take you over the top.
Highest paid player to never make an All-Star team as well.
Correct. So he was good. I mean, the man was nice, but he got injured. I knew that. Like he was coming back from an injury season, so that's why I was skeptical of his first year on Utah. Anyway.
I just feel like I think it's Lionel Hollins, this old Memphis coach, correct? Like when they were actually good, and I feel like he had a lot of help. And it was a team that they do make the Western Conference Finals one year, I believe. I think they...
Did they?
I think they...
When did that happen?
I think they lose to the Warriors the first year. I think the Warriors' first ring...
That was the conference finals?
I think so. Don't hold me to that.
I won't.
But I want to say the Warriors' first title, they had to beat Memphis.
I do know they had to beat Memphis, but I thought it was first round because they had to go through all the injured point guards. I remember the first year they won the title, every main point guard got injured. Mike Conley was injured when they played. I do know that for a fact.
I'm just saying, like, not to say about that series, but it's just like he has Zach Randolph, the best version of him we saw. Am I right, Josh?
2013 Spurs beat the Grizzlies in the Western Conference.
Oh, it was the Spurs. I said the Warriors beat the Grizzlies. Yeah. Okay, so
swept them.
Swept them in 2013.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Okay, so wrong about the team, but I remember. But that's like, my thing is like they had like a squad. Like I think that team has like Quincy Pondexter, who's like a good role player. We got the Gasol. You got the like.
Younger versions of them too.
Yeah,
Marc Gasol was arguably the best center in the league at one point for multiple years.
Zach Randolph researched his whole career down there.
I mean,
where
I come from, bullies get bullied.
Yeah. So I was just like, honestly, over time, I'm just like, he's never done it alone. He doesn't have a proven moment. He's getting the bag, and once again, I think he deserves everything he's getting.
He's got a max, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He was the highest paid player in the league.
Who?
Yes.
Mike Conley?
Yes. They hit him and Chandler Parsons back to back, bro.
Chandler Parsons, that was a terrible contract.
We're going to talk about that later. hey, shout out to Mark Cuban. Way to not fuck that one up, buddy. Hey, prayers to Chandler Parsons. But
yes.
Yeah, it's just he's overrated, dude. He's done nothing. Like
what have you done for me lately, correct?
Like we talk about him so like he's so great, but B students don't get into Harvard, bro.
They don't.
Like it's the truth. Like,
but C's get degrees.
Big facts.
Remember that, children.
Who else do you want?
Crowd likes it. Yes. Terrible.
Who else do you have on your list?
For overrated?
Yeah.
Overrated. Well, I guess we're kind of... Well, I don't want to just harp on the Jazz here, but yeah, Donovan Mitchell. So I guess I was looking at the stats. I mean, if the man's a superstar like he's supposed to be, he's gonna. I mean,
Is he a superstar, or do we just let him run around All-Star Weekend?
No, that's okay. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, is he a superstar or not? He portrays himself as a superstar. They
let him run around All-Star Weekend.
I mean, what do you mean by that?
Like, here's the thing. Like, you do the rookie challenge. You do the dunk contest.
No, he was an All-Star.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, when you do all this during All-Star Weekend, you get a lot of camera time. It tricks the casual fan into thinking that you're way better. Like, there's people out there right now who don't know that Dennis Smith Jr. even plays for the Knicks, but they know he put down 2 bangers back-to-back years because he ran around the All-Star game. Like, oh, you know how he ran around All-Star Weekend. You know All-Star Weekend holds like weight and like people's perceptions. Like, and even though something else tragic happened to this man, we always hold the Kyrie Irving crossover against Brandon Knight forever.
Oof.
Like, we hold that against him forever.
And
I understand DeAndre Jordan eventually bodies that man.
That man stumbled.
But, like, before that, we hold weight to it. Like, it was like, oh, my, remember, like, people remember it's the rookies.
I've never seen anyone fall like that. Number one, that was fantastic.
You know how good,
legendary.
You know how bad it is? People forget he walked down the court, mixes Kyrie the next play, and hits a bank shot. And no one remembers it.
He answered back. He really did answer back. But it's like when you fall, you fall.
100%. But it's just like, I get your point. I should say this. I'm agreeing with you.
Yes.
Yeah, he's overrated, but it's just like it's all a facade.
You're just saying that perception, exactly. So you're saying that again, almost like with Eric Bledsoe, he wasn't even there for you. You don't even know if he's a star like that.
Yeah, he's an all-star for sure. Like he's a good player. Like he's definitely top 10, top 8 in his position. But it's like just because you put the camera in front of somebody all the time don't mean you get to trick me. Like,
all I know is I looked at the stats for like the last 5 games. There's a couple games we had like 13, 18, and 9. I just can't have that. I just can't have that.
It's just, and I also believe like this, like that first year of Ricky Rubio, he got to just run. Ricky just gave him the ball, got rebounds, quick assists. Mike Conley came and he turned that shit.
And no one knew about him too. No one knew about him.
Yeah, they always say the second year like he's harder because he's not feeling. Is this his third year?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is Donovan Mitchell's third year.
Most likely. Yeah,
he had an okay season. Like, I mean, I think it was the All-Star this year. This is the All-Star year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is good, but it's just like I also believe this. Like,
I need more. If you're gonna be an All-Star, I need more.
You keep shoving the camera in front of his face.
Yeah,
it's like the news. I know when you're lying. Just because it's on TV doesn't mean I believe it.
Spider Mitchell, you know what I'm saying? Like I need Spider production. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Coming all over the court. Jeez. Next on my list, I warned you and Josh about this.
Okay.
Giannis is fucking overrated. I don't give 2 shits what anyone says.
Wow.
This man is 7 feet tall. He's a great athlete. I wish one day he would go do the hurdles in the Olympics. But you're not going to win NBA playoff games in series just by being an athlete.
More important, series. You'll win games, not series.
I know certain things hurt him. Like, I'll say this. One of the glaring issues is he's like a 75% free throw shooter. But in playoffs, you know what his number is? Drops to 64% in 31 games or 33
LeBron
games.
James type shit?
Bro, 64%?
That's not even LeBron James.
And here's the thing. You can argue that like he's like the Shaq of his time, but the difference is that Shaq, first of all, had a post game. He didn't just score in the post. He had a post game.
Nasty.
And here's the thing. Shaq can shoot shitty free throws like that because Kobe Bryant's next to him. He's allowed to get away with that. I love Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton's not
I think
Bryant.
you can make the argument that if you let Chris Middleton wild, he might be better than Donovan Mitchell. I'm not going to lie to you.
I like that argument. We have our producer over here shaking his head. That would be a great debate right there because I'm taking...
I'll say this. Donovan Mitchell's a bucket, but Chris Middleton does more.
I kind of agree on this, honestly. I think that star power, I think Mitchell and like potential Mitchell, but I don't know. Overall productivity, that's a great debate.
Josh is looking at me like we about to lose the deal.
I'm about to cut you guys.
Yeah. Don't look at me like I'm Ryan Hollins. But like, I just think it's just like, is he a good basketball player? Like, guys, we weren't drinking today, but we were blessed with the first audience interruption. Let's give it up right now. But like,
probably taking pictures of herself or something.
Yeah. Hey, check us out on Instagram and Twitter, The Young and the Washed. But yeah, it's just I don't like. I get it. He's a freak. But first of all, I always say about
this. He's a super freak too. Apparently,
he's a super freak. But I'm over the freak. I'm over it. like it's cool. Like, you're 7 feet and you put on 50 pounds and you can run forward.
Yeah.
Like, he gets the ball and runs forward. And I get it. It's a skill to, like, realize that, I guess, and be aware. But, like, and most people aren't going to stand in front of him. Like, but keep this in mind. I also say this. We didn't think he was that good till Porzingis got hurt. Always say that.
That is true.
No one talked like, yeah, like, he kind of, like, that kind of affected it. And we saw this year, without Luka, KP gave him a bucket.
Yeah, he did.
Closed out the game on him, with him guarding him.
These are facts.
Gave him back-to-back 35-plus footers in his face.
I think, like, it's production. At the end of the day, we need him to win. You need to validate it. If you're going to be 6 foot and not shoot those jumpers, you got to validate it by getting dubs and not regular season dubs. You need to get real playoff dubs. And Eastern Conference Finals dubs.
And I get it. His ascension is telling us he should be here right now.
Yeah.
But my thing is like this. Like, if you can't tell me you're an automatic bucket somewhere.
Yeah.
Like if someone's able to slow, like, just kind of be able to get in front of him up until half court. They only got to get to about half court. Because, like, obviously he only needs, like, one step to get steam. But if you are able to make him work to that point, he's not going to do anything except pass the ball to that Eric Bledsoe, who you said is fucking overrated.
Yeah,
so, like, what difference does it make? Like, he's just big. And he's not big for nothing.
Yeah.
But it's like, tell me another 7-foot superstar who you believe when he misses, like, it's because someone played defense. Dirk, when he misses, it's because he missed. Yeah, when Kevin Durant misses, he misses. When Tim Duncan misses, it's because he misses.
Facts.
when Giannis Antetokounmpo misses, it's because he's fucking trash and doesn't know how to shoot a basketball.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
No, okay, maybe not trash, but it's just like this.
Yes.
James Harden was right. The skill set, bro.
Exactly. It's just different.
You can't teach height.
You can't
teach height, and I get it. Like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm slandering him. Like he's like the worst player. He deserved the MVP. I get it, but it's like he looks like the tallest kid in the 6th grade. But like eventually the skill set has to come because the rest of the 6th grade is going to turn to 7th graders, and they all got taller and they all got more skill. Like, what's he going to do if Bol, who's dribbling past people, shooting the 3, turnaround jumpers, if that happens, what's he going to do?
That would be cool to watch Bobo guard him. That might actually give him some.
I think Giannis pushes him off the block. I don't think it's a good matchup right now. I think in the future it's coming. If Bobo can put on. Shit, even just like 35 pounds.
Well, he's long, no homo. So
like he just like.
So, I had to make sure to say that one because I knew I was gonna get killed. Exactly. I was gonna get roasted.
We don't support that rhetoric here, Travis.
Hey, that's why I saved it.
All right, well I'm gonna press play on that pause. And but yeah, like bro. I don't like it, bro. Every time I look at him, I'm just like, you're just there. Like if you foul him enough, they win. Like, you can hack a Shaq.
A lot of fouls.
I think you can hack a Shaq him because they don't have a great half-court offense. If Kyle Korver wasn't there, they wouldn't even have 3-point shooting.
Like I said, guys, validation. We just need validation with wins. That's all it is.
Who else do you have in your overrated?
I think my last one, which was actually, you know what, because everyone says it, and it's going to probably jog and trigger more Laker fans, but Kyle Kuzma, you know, thank you for approval there. Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, you know, it's... such trash.
Mike.
Exactly, such trash. The phone was dropped. But yes, no, Kyle Kuzma is definitely low-key overrated. And, I had someone else talk to me today about how, like, they put too much pressure or too many expectations on him. Like, they want him to come out here and drop these, 20 and 30 bombs. No, that's not what we need Kyle Kuzma to do. Like, we don't need, we just need a solid, I need that Chris Bosh type shit. Like, I need, that 15 and 8 solid every single night. Right. I know it's going to be hard because right now they're feeding AD, like a fucking fat kid loves cake type shit. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
I don't think, honestly, you even need Chris Bosh. I think you need, a Shane Battier night. Like, play some defense, get some boards, get some buckets. The rest of the guys on your team should be moving around. And if you play defense and get boards, you should walk out every game with 11. Like minimum. Like, it shouldn't be that hard.
Get the cheat point.
Yeah,
especially with LeBron. You gotta get the cheat point.
Here's the thing, it doesn't work if they don't have a hustling guard. And I get it. And here's the thing, J.R. Smith does show up in playoffs sometimes. People talk about him like he doesn't, but he really does. Except for Dion Waiters has to hustle. But the thing is,
that's a great pickup, by the way. I don't know why no one.
Bro, every team needs someone who's just reckless. Stupid. And here's what was I gonna say? Damn it! I lost my train of thought.
I fucked up.
No, you're fine. Dion Waiters is gonna do that. Alex Caruso, I think is gonna perform more in the bubble, but I also believe that it's not gonna be as impactful because there's no fans. Like, he only averaged 4 points, and I think he's gonna average probably 7 or 8 by the time we're done with this. But it's a lot different when 20,000 people scream after you just put a putback dunk in. Besides, or compared to a bunch of 15 footers, he feeds off it.
Do you think there's gonna be more pressure on Caruso? That's what I heard as well, because he's starting now. So in the starting lineup, do you think that's gonna add pressure?
He's just in the starting lineup. He's not the starter. Okay. There's a difference. Okay. It's no different than when Jason Williams came in for Gary Payton when the Miami Heat went the first time. It's first of all, we know Jason Williams is better than Alex Caruso, but it's this. You're not supposed to even be here right now, technically, in a sense. It is supposed to be GP. Just don't get too violent. But we should we're comfortable with you doing this, you know. And here's the thing, it's the LeBron show. Alex Caruso's not gonna get more touches like that. He's still gonna have to fight dirty for them. You know what I mean?
But yeah, Kyle Kuzma. Yeah, I need you to step up.
I think to end it, I'm gonna go overrated, and this is gonna be, I guess, it's more of a take. That Brandon Ingram, if Brandon Ingram doesn't make playoffs, he's going to have a lot of... All right, if Brandon Ingram doesn't make playoffs, it's an overrated take that teams are going to be at his front door with a max contract are willing to do things. I think it's overrated the situation people are assuming he's going to be in if he doesn't get to the playoffs and win. Because I feel like this, okay, it's fine. He might be a max player, but if he doesn't get to the playoffs and show more of that, because he's never been to the playoffs, I don't think he's ever won 40 games in a season, to be honest with you.
They would have done it this season, I think.
But here's, that's probably right. Yeah. But here's the thing, is this. Would you rather, we make it seem like teams are going to, clear house for him. Yeah. You could go to the fucking Bobcats or the Hornets or whatever the fuck they are now. But wouldn't you rather a team like...
Such disrespect.
I don't give a fuck Michael Jordan.
Jesus.
Like, it's the truth.
All right.
You saw the promo?
Yes, I did.
But, like, it's like, yeah, you could go there, or you could have a team like the Heat move like 2 or 3 pieces, and that's a way better situation. Like,
God.
You know, you
nice.
you might want to move like Duncan Robinson, and you know, you might want to move a couple other first round picks for that. And we know Riley's crazy; he'll do it. But it's like, so you can have that. But we just had, like, I hate this, like, oh, yeah, it's a contract here. He's going to have, like, teams are going to be lined up. I don't believe that. If he doesn't make playoffs, he's going to be... He doesn't make playoffs, he's going to be in Utah.
I could see that happening. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather the Celtics come call you?
Yeah, very true.
Would you rather Toronto come call you?
Another good one. Another good one.
Bro, but
not GM.
You know...
That was those are good teams. Actually, he'd be able to fit that.
Yeah, teams that can make moves to do that.
Because I think he's going to get paid regardless. I think
but that's not the argument.
Because he's going to win Most Improved Player this year. He jumped up like 10 points in a game this year, you know, and then whatever in rebounds and assists. This man apparently now, if you take him out of the spotlight of LA and LeBron, you know, he's gonna feast. So I guess
one would say his eyes opened.
One might say, and you might be that one. You know, so I think he's gonna make money, and he's gonna get paid, and people will be knocking at his door.
I'm just gonna say this: if he doesn't get to the first round, the first team to offer him is going to be the Sacramento Kings, and he's gonna be fucking mortified.
Him and DeAndre Fox, I'm kind of with that. And Bagley. That young core, I'm kind of with that. Again, you're on some GM shit right now.
But that's a whole.
But some of these teams just suck though.
That's a whole bunch of niggas who don't pass each other the ball. Like your most experienced player can't be Harrison Barnes.
God.
All right,
you should know everything about that.
Underrated. Let's speed this up a little bit.
Underrated. You know, you already mentioned him, Duncan Robinson, the man. He's just wet. He's just wet. He's a great piece for the Miami Heat, and this man just helps them out and just makes them overall better team. Very underrated.
I have no underrated because the Mavs are going to win. All you niggas are trash. I would love to pretend like I gave this segment that much thought, but... Cap? About
the Mavs winning?
Cap? Or are you talking about the Lakers salary cap, and if AD doesn't show up, you wasted all that money?
Bro.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm a LeBron fan. Let's get this... hey, people, let's get this out the way now. I'm a LeBron fan. So let's get that out the way now. So anything you have to slander about the Lakers, go ahead. You're gonna help.
I love LeBron, but you LeBron sexuals blow my mind.
Whatever.
How do you love basketball this much and only love one player?
Hey, I got Luka's my second, and I called that shit, and you know that. So bang.
No loyalty.
Whatever.
In an ever so changing world, few things remain constant. The world cares less and less about baseball every year, and Rob Manfred's a fucking idiot. Last week, Joe Kelly was suspended for doing what most red-blooded Americans with cable television have wanted to do for months. And that's throw the ball to some fucking Astro players. And what did you do? You suspend them 8 out of 60 games? Why? The Astros cheated, and you called the trophy a hunk of metal. If it's just a hunk of metal, why does it matter? And I get it. You don't want people throwing at people for liability and things like that. And truly, it brings up the scandal every time they do it. But personally, I say we keep doing it. Because baseball has 900 unwritten rules that everyone has to abide by. Why is this one any different? That hunk of metal? If it's just a hunk of metal, let Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire in. Because it's just a hunk of metal. It was just a needle in their ass, and they were just home runs, and you just profited off it. If it's just a hunk of metal, let Pete Rose back into baseball. So we never have to hear him do another fucking interview ever again about the same thing. We get it. You cooked the books. You probably didn't even break even, and that's the worst part. He lost money, and you guys want to blackball him. It doesn't make any sense. Like, the MLB season hasn't been canceled yet, but it probably will be. You can't control COVID. You can't control the players. You got racist people out here all on these streets in certain stadiums, and luckily the fans aren't there this year. But Rob Manfred, what do you have control over? Because truthfully, if this was the NCAA, you would have been cited for lack of institutional control. Everything's running wild, man. And the one thing that you do is get mad at the one guy who at least has some balls to tell everybody else, this is the energy you should have. There are repercussions for actions. We are adults. And we need to start acting like it. I know Corona's got people acting like they're afraid of the world, but there's one thing that needs to remain constant, and that's the fucking energy. And with that being said, I'm pleased to announce our first live coverage. We have Robert Kupchak checking in from Toronto.
Dick, how's it going down there?
Dick, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, and it's some bullshit out here.
I'm sorry, Dick, you're breaking up?
I said it's some bullshit out here. I got stuck at the board for 4 hours. I called Kawhi, and all he did was laugh at me like the Joker on Riddlin.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. It looks beautiful up north. Why you got a parka on?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to jinx it.
Oh, Rich, can we get a baseball update?
Baseball? Baseball? I don't even know why I'm here. They got sent to Buffalo. I'm here in Toronto. They're 15 games in the season. This is some bullshit.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Dick. When Jay Wiz set this up, we were under the impression that baseball was going to be in Canada.
Let's be honest. I'm standing in an empty stadium that hasn't seen a game in... What day is it? They haven't played in months. But somehow, they've scored as many runs in Canada as they scored everywhere else in the world.
Dick, I thought you said they haven't played in Canada all season.
My point exactly.